I'm talking about. Yo, 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 yo. Y'all come on in, man. Y'all come on in. Come on in, man. Let's have a quick conversation. Let's have a quick conversation. I see y'all in the chat already. I appreciate y'all, man. We just a little late, running behind time. Um, had to eat me a little food, man. Sugar, diabetes ain't no joke. Sometimes I don't eat enough. Sometimes I eat too much. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But before we get this thing going, man, I got to give a quick shout out to the chat. I got to give a quick shout out to the chat. 7587, what's good? KG Money, what's good, my guy?
What's going?
Miss Drea Mac, what's good? What's good? Miss Drea Mac said he's going to see the doctor today. Yeah, we finna get into that, Miss Drea. We finna get into that. Dan, what's good, man? He said, hope Jets got some talent around him this time. I think Kevin likes Cooper, and that ain't good. I mean, like I said in his reply, I mean, Kevin like everybody. He's a quarterback guy. Anybody understand that he can coach him.
What's good, DBG? What's happening, everybody?
Nephew, what's good? Eric Parker, what's good, my guy? Keith, what's up, man? Swisher, what's good, my guy?
What up? What up?
Hey, man, boy, I wish I had me some public chicken right now. H.O., what's good, my guy?
Had some lemon pepper.
What's good, man? Hey, them preview shows and them post game gonna be lit this year.
Oh,
I got a feeling y'all gonna be venting out to every game, be ready to firing it up.
I just hope it's gonna be a good thing, not a bad, boy.
We can only hope.
We can only pray. Just like the podcaster, let us pray.
Right. Broski, what's up? TJ just caught fish. He said, what's good, man?
Happening.
Yeah, but I mean, we can get into it, and I see y'all. And I'm gonna have something. I got something to let off my chest.
Okay.
Y'all know how I do. Well, we gonna get into that.
I was about to say, man.
Who
you about to give what is it? What you like to say, 10 seconds of fame or whatever?
Yeah, I'm gonna give them their 5 seconds of fame. He done rubbed it in my face.
Oh yeah, there it is.
I bet you ain't have no Hawaiian rolls.
Publix chicken on the Hawaiian rolls.
Kibu said, what's good, Smitty? What's your favorite flavor of chicken wings? It's kind of a tie.
It's a 5-letter word.
Lemon pepper and probably orange chicken. It's a tie between both of those.
Okay. Say like that orange.
Yeah, that orange chicken, that's my favorite, really. I've been eating that ever since I was probably a teenager. From Horns on Bankhead, if y'all from Atlanta, y'all know what that is. And I think they changed the name now. So, and the crazy thing was, I was a tyke when they built it. So, yeah, I'm getting up there.
You know, a flavor that, just over the years, I kind of, randomly just get? The honey garlic.
Yeah, that's my wife's favorite. She liked that.
Yeah, just every now and then.
That's kind of strange. Yeah, she liked honey garlic. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Sprinkle a little lemon pepper on or something, man,
Yeah, but we ain't gonna talk about food because I might get hungry and stop this stream. So I bet. DBG, yeah, you right. Y'all making me hungry.
My bad. Hey, man.
Legal Savant, what's up, my guy?
What's going on, family?
But yeah, man. Yeah, tell me right quick, man. This quarterback situation is getting very bizarre, and that's why I put the bizarre in the title. If you look at what's been going on from first preseason game, then you look at the 2 joint practices, 2 are looking kind of sideways. And what I mean by that, and you saw that, him running side to side. And how many views did you say that video got?
Oh, man, that thing got 4.6 million views. It's crazy on Twitter.
I wish I would have thought about that. I would have posted on my channel. But are you getting a little concerned about what's going on with Tua right now? Let's be honest with everybody. Let's be honest. You getting a little bit worried. And I'm gonna be real. I told you 2 weeks ago. This should go either way. It can work for the best, or the two that showed up the last 2 years can show up, and it could go down here. But again, he got 50 million reasons to step away from the game if he wanted to. So could that be a small issue that he knows he got money just sitting in the bank and says, "Hey, I don't have to do this no more." Start thinking about my health.
My thing is, if you were thinking about that, then why even sign with another team at all? Like, I would have got my paycheck and I'd have rolled off in the sunset. Then, all right, y'all got it. You know what I mean? Like you said, it's over 50 million reasons, but he's obviously playing. But I mean, a lot of people think that you can continue to play because you continue to make more money. Like, why stop making more money? So, I mean, that is that aspect too. I'm hoping that it's not that, because, I only want players that have a love for the game. If you don't have a love for the game, you're only going to give half effort. You're going to make decisions with, like they say, business decisions when you shouldn't be. When you should be giving all out effort. But to get back to your question about being worried, I'm not necessarily worried, but just, keeping my eye on things, just putting a pin in things right now, because I know things take time. I always go back to 2015 with Shanahan. I know that's such a completely different coach and coordinator, all that good stuff. But, he had to come in and implement some things. Now, am I saying that we're going to have a season like that? No, I'm not going to say that. I think, we have talent that should make us, at least competent enough to, to get some wins. But of course, that's easy to say here, like how we are on podcast, and that's easy to say. Those guys still have to go out there and execute. So I wouldn't say I'm necessarily worried, but I am, just putting a pin in things, in things to revert back to. Hopefully, when we're referring back to these things, it's like, okay, look where we came from. Remember when we was talking about this at this time, and Tua was bad and looking like this and like that, and then hopefully we can like build on that and improve from it. Hopefully we're not coming back and just saying, look, this was the sign back here, back in August, back on the 20th, back on the 19th, so for the joint practices, back at the Denver game, and all that stuff. So, I'm hoping that that's not going to be the case. Truly.
Yeah, man. So what we're going to do, I want y'all to listen to this press conference he did yesterday. He was actually the first guy that they interviewed after the joint practice. And Big John, what's up, my guy? He said he finna go to sleep.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Big John. Hey, man, I'm behind you, man. I'm just trying to knock this show out right quick.
Almost.
I owe it to y'all, man. Y'all been asking me and inboxing me about, what I thought about the joint practice. So, I got to give y'all some kind of info and thoughts on it, because, that was me and A1 do. Because, without y'all ain't no us. So we got to give y'all, whatever y'all need at the moment. So this is what he said, and shout out to one of my followers, man. They know what they is. They sent me this and asked me what I thought. And they would not. Yeah, I'm from the West Side, authentic. Bankhead, born and raised, man.
Oh boy. I ain't even heard the man talk yet, and I'm already like, bro, I've been saying this.
A lot of people were A1. A lot of people were, man.
I'm not. If you are worried, my thing is you have every right to be worried. I ain't gonna lie to you, because he looks subpar. I mean, because I know he had a better day today in joint practice than he did, the day before. So it's like, okay, you have something to improve off of. Okay, you're building, but still, I mean, if you're worried, I have no gripe with that at all, and I ain't gonna joust with you with it, because at the end of the day, I get it. Our fan base has been through a lot, and at the same time, we need somebody to, if you're going to come in and be the bridge. But if the bridge is out, and then you still got your other quarterback who's still waiting to be cleared, it's tough, y'all. It's very, very tough.
Yeah. I mean, that's about tough as it gets.
Very tough.
But let's listen to this right quick. Quick thoughts, and shout out to one of my subscribers. They know what they is, man. They sent me this and want to know my thoughts. Well, hey, let's get it rolling, man, because trust me.
Hey, how did it go out there today?
Well, I think it went good with our first team, second team, third team series. We had some things that, we wanted back, and there's some things that we can look to clean up as well. But I think overall it went pretty well. Outside of that, we had our move the ball series in which, some things happened can't turn the ball over. That's step number one.
Drop the ball.
And from there, just got to be on the same page with the receiver.
Did he just have a good break on that, or what? It looked like a good break.
Yeah. He had a good break. But I think the ball didn't help either. Just throwing it to his outside shoulder instead of his inside shoulder.
Is that kind of the main coaching point on a play like that, where it is a very quick route? You're kind of like seeing throwing before to beat the defender. Like, what is the takeaway to improve there?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Just ball placement. Yeah.
Do you think this offense is close, or do you think you glad you've still got 3 weeks to go to get some stuff cleaned up?
Well, I think regardless of how close or how far we think we are, the work still needs to be put in at the end of the day. And so if we have 3 more weeks, 4 more weeks, 5 more weeks, it all correlates to us getting better, continuing to be on the same page before the real games start and before, they start counting.
I would imagine there are levels of.
Is it me, or do he seem agitated? That might just be me. But don't he seem a little bit agitated, like they getting on his damn nerve? I mean, maybe it might be me.
I mean, sometimes, guys ask, some of these reporters ask tough questions, and sometimes you don't feel like answering them, but it's like you're on the spot, that red light is on. What you gonna do? I mean, you're gonna act out, of character. I doubt it. But I mean, Tua, man, it's a wait and see thing with him, man, because I know everyone keep talking about this rhythm thing, but that's what I was talking about. What's good, Miss Carey? Shout out to Miss Carey and everything. But yeah, it's just, bro, at the same time, like with this man, bro, just play the video. just play the video. Just like I'm just
comfort with a new offensive system. What stage of that are you in, do you think now?
Well, continuing to gain confidence with the guys, continuing to build confidence with the plays, the scheme, things like that. So it's a daily thing that you continue to work on. The more reps you can get, the more comfortable you feel with it, and you move from there.
Is this familiar?
And this is why I said they should be playing in this game. I know about the joint practice. I know about all of that. I know what it brings. It's just like a simulated game. But at the same time, he answered the question. I said something about the other day. Chris said something about it. If he's trying to get in sync with a new offense, why are they not playing?
Bro.
Injury's going to happen anyway. We've been saying that all damn preseason. Everybody damn getting hurt. So, I mean, just let it play out. Let your starters play and get some reps so they can get on the same page and get in a rhythm.
And that's what I was asking Mike. I was like, doesn't it make sense if a rhythm quarterback needs to get into rhythm and he's coming into a new offense, new coaching staff, new weapons, all that stuff like that? The best way to get the practice with him and to get the chemistry with him is repetitions, and you don't get that just in joint practice. This guy looks like he needs this a couple of more, some extra reps and everything. And my thing is this: even if you want to play him just like the first quarter, that would be cool. I understand that would be actually cool, but they're not playing him at all. It's already been announced that Cooper Rush is going to get one half, Jack Strand is going to get the other half, and that's going to be that, at least against the Indianapolis Colts. Now, what happens with the Miami Dolphins, I don't know. I mean, are they going to want to run Tua out there? Is Tua even going to want to play against the Dolphins?
He's not playing no more than preseason. I'm telling you. I see it already. He's not playing anymore.
I mean, in fact, I know so. I really feel in my heart. I'm just going to be honest and just take it away. Just take away, I said, just trying to hold my peace, man. But bro, I just got to take it away. Just look at that video of Tua and the Colts posted.
Oh, boy.
Reviews already is going viral. Everyone clowning. That he's Brewski from the longest yard. That's wild. That's wild.
Oh boy, that movie funny.
That's social media though, but that's the area that we're in right now. We're in the era of social media.
Pretty much.
Miss Drea says you can't hold yourself accountable, then turn around.
Right. And that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah.
He's gonna say he accountable for it, but at the same time, look at the throw. Me and Chris talked about it before we jumped on air. The throw didn't have enough zip on it.
The throw. Now, don't get me wrong. I get Drake could have did a little bit more, maybe kind of get a little bit more effort to try to get it. But my thing is, you're supposed to put the ball on the receiver, or at least the best place for the receiver. The ball placement, we've talked about that Smitty, we talked about that with so many quarterbacks. I remember when we was talking about that with Desmond Ritter, talking about ball placement. Where you place
ball placement. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you
He's
placing
been in
the
the
ball?
league 7 years. He's supposed, man, look, it's no excuse for him at this point.
Bro.
There's no excuse.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not trying to get no flack for this, but it's just something that I just been watching and I've been wondering. I'm really wondering if Tua is as healthy as people think he is.
Boy, I don't. Boy, woo.
I'm just being. I mean, is there some things that he may be holding back, some things that may be in withheld? I know he had the back issue and everything.
Let me read you a text I got from one of my followers.
Okay.
Subscribers. They said, honestly speaking, he could be trying to hide the deficiency caused by the concussions. Maybe.
Oh.
When they said that, I said, hey, that make a whole lot of sense. Because when you think about it, and I didn't think about it to earlier when we were talking about, him throwing. Now, this was earlier today. When he made that throw and it looked like it was a little bit short. When you damage up here, that damage your nerves, and that can damage the nerves in your arm too. So who's to say he done lost arm strength as well? See, because we don't know.
It's a real thing. Like it's
even though how many concussions have been reported that he's had?
From I believe like 3, isn't it?
3. How many do I think he's had? Probably double that. So when you look at that, and then I heard this too, and this subscriber and follower had this conversation as well about him not being a good teammate and him throwing him under the bus.
Yes, I'm sorry.
That showed that. So he's at 4. So it's more like 6 or 7.
3 in his NFL career, and then his first one happened at Alabama.
I remember the one at Alabama. I remember that one. They were playing LSU. I remember that one. The subscriber said this is an isolated. He tried dimming his teammates in Miami, and we know they were talking about Tyreek Hill. Something about them not reading the playbook or something. And I know he's talking about. I think it was who was that? It was the tight end. What was the tight end up there? When he got there, Gesicki. He's in Cincinnati right now. They had a back and forth about that for a little while. So I don't exactly remember. Now he's trying to get receivers to come to him instead of the coaches. I know human behavior, but I could be wrong. And that makes sense. And concussions could be catching up. And after his career is over, it's going to bother him just a little bit more.
And then my thing is like you got September of 2022. That's when he had took a hit and then followed days later, ended up getting a severe concussion on the Thursday night football game. I remember that Bengals.
That Cincinnati, right? That's what I was just about to say.
Then in December 2022, that's when he was diagnosed with a second one against Green Bay. In 23, he was cool.
He missed the rest of the year. In 22, when he got that one against Green Bay, he missed the rest of the year.
Right. And then 23, he was cool. And then, of course, early September, that hit against, with with DeMar Hamlin and all that stuff like that too. So, yeah. at the end of the day, like we know that it's a part. We're not doctors or anything like that, but we just know that it's a part of the game. Not trying to shoot Tua in the foot, not trying to wish anything against them, but it's just, sometimes you got to have those tough conversations. And I know eternally, I don't know if they're having these kind of conversations, but this is a safe.
They definitely having them. But it's done now. You don't pay the 1.3. Hey, it's done.
Yeah, but that's another thing too. We keep talking about that, man, because again, the 1.3, that's the only thing, that's the only thing we're paying. So don't think
he's sitting on 50 million. So
right. And then he did have that hip dislocation too back in 2019. You forget,
right? When they were playing, I think it was Ole Miss or Texas A&M, because he got yanked to the ground and it jerked his hip joint out of place, and he missed the rest of that season. So he's had his share of injuries, and in the long run, they're gonna catch up. It's a matter of time. Mr. Drill, thank you for that donation. Truly appreciate it as always. Say that again.
Pelvic fracture with that as well.
Right.
That dislocated hip.
Now, this is where my part of the show comes in. I got to talk on it. I hate to say it, and I got this same follower subscriber. They spoke on this as well because they saw your comments in the comments on the YouTube, and they just hit me up. And TJ said, just let the season play out. We got Tua, Mike, and Jack. I'm not worried if we have another losing season. We dropped the quarterback. And see, this is what I don't like. You drafted the quarterback 8th overall just 2 years ago. So you mean to tell me just 3 years later you're gonna go draft another quarterback in the top 10? What sense did that make? With a win our team, it doesn't make sense to me because you got to go and develop that quarterback, wait till that quarterback develop, and then by that time the contract's gonna be running out. So
I'm about to say, hear me out. This is the only logical thing I can think of.
I'll let you speak on this, and then I'll finish what I had to say. Go ahead.
Okay, so the only logical thing I can think of, if they draft another guy, one, at least it's their guy that they drafted, so they collectively, it's an agreed on them. And then two, the rookie contract. If you draft him in the first round, you possibly can stretch that for the next 5 years, and you can still build around him while you're still doing the rookie contract thing, something that we started and tried multiple times, because think about it, we wanted that to happen with Desmond Ridder. It didn't work out. We're still in the process of trying that with Michael Penix, but we're running out of years of the contract. So it's like, okay, Stefanski, if he's going to be here for 2, 3, 4 years or so, let's say that. But I mean, of course, we don't know that, but let's just say that he can possibly draft his guy, have a couple of years to develop, and see where you can put around the team with him, and see where you can go from there. That's the only thing that I can see. That's the only perspective I can see. Outside of that, like I'm with you.
Yeah. Agreed. Now, this is the problem that I've had. People been misconstruing what I've been saying. They saying, I hate Penix. I be shitting on them, but I'm giving y'all an honest opinion. I'm not gonna be biased. So if y'all want a biased opinion every single show, this ain't the show for you. I'm gonna just be honest right there and now. But if Chris, he's my witness, he's been sitting here the whole time while we've been talking about this. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris. When I started talking about this, what did I say? Penix had a knee injury at the end of last season. And it's 9 to 12 months. But me, on the latter hand, I think it's going to be more towards the 12 months. And that was just my opinion. This is opinion at the end of the day.
Right.
And I don't see that as shit. I'm just giving y'all my thoughts and my honest opinion about what I think should happen. And just a week and a half ago, maybe almost 2 weeks now, he said mentally he was not ready. And what did I say, Chris, upon telling them that? I said, y'all got to think about up here too. You got to think about taking hits on that knee. You got to think about planting that leg. You got to think about moving around in the pocket. You got to think about running. Yeah, he's running on the field in practice at training camp. That's not a football game because nobody's running at him.
It's not.
So, I got called a hater just for saying that. But at the end of the day, and I'm gonna tell you what pissed people off, and y'all stay with me. What pissed people off when I say it, this could be his last year in Atlanta. How is that shitting on somebody? I'm just giving y'all the honest opinion as to the way Matt Ryan could be looking at it, the way the organization could be looking at it, because they did not draft him. Mm-hmm. What if this is his third season, right? First 2 seasons, that's a total of 34 games. He's played in only 14 games. So he missed 20 games, playing on 14. Best ability is what?
Availability.
Okay. That's what I thought. So when you look at the way they've been moving this offseason, they brought in an undrafted quarterback. They went out and got another veteran quarterback. They just did that with Kirk Cousins. So they may give Mike Penix one last run. And depending on how he played this season, how far he's developing, he's still in training camp making mistakes. So you got to see what he's got the rest of this season, then make a decision. Like I said, next year, it's a 5th-year option. They have to pick up. I don't see them doing it because he's not been on the field enough, and they really don't know what they have until after this season. Then they can make a decision on which way they want to go. How is that hate? That's just an honest opinion. But another one of my followers and subscribers, they said this about, when they read the comments. Told me that was part of my job, even though some of us don't agree with you. I don't agree with you on tour. See, kept it respectful. But you give perspective that some of us don't consider or too emotional or stubborn to open their minds to see. In the end, some of us will get what we hope for, and some of us will be disappointed. And that's true.
Yeah.
Some of us will be right, some of us will be wrong. Either way, as fans, fans will fan no matter how it shakes out. At the end of the day will end. Just that simple.
At the end of the day definitely got to end. And Smitty, I mean, at the end of the day, I know you've been doing this for a while and stuff like that. You're gonna have opinions and all that stuff, and not all your opinions has been correct.
Nobody.
So
if we was all right, Chris, we'll be sitting up in a luxury suite somewhere doing this.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something though. I know that when you give like a take and it's not something that people want to hear necessarily, I know, it's in your heart of hearts, you want to be wrong, but that's just your opinion on what you think. And sometimes it really does come out like that. Like a lot of times.
But how many times have I said if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I tell y'all I'm wrong.
Right.
But see, that's selective hearing. There's a lot of people got that selective hearing. That's what it is. Selective hearing.
But but first of all, was he done talking? Was that the end of the interview?
Let's see if he done.
I actually didn't even see this actually. So that's why I'm
Is this close to what you've done in the past, or is this kind of new? The stuff that Kevin.
I would say just the words are different.
Right.
Some words are the same as other years, as I've said prior interviews. To where it's like I got to get some of those past concepts out of my head and bring in the new concepts for ones that were called that were similar in Miami. But outside of that, it's just repetition.
How much do you believe you've kind of grown in the offense the last handful of weeks here in camp?
Well, I think we're continuing to grow, right? Figuring out the guys that run routes certain ways, or how they run their routes, how they're coming out of it, things like that. The level of comfort in which guys thrive on certain routes. So things like that.
The ability to deliver and receive feedback, I'd imagine, is really important throughout the course of the season.
Yep.
Now in training camp, what have you learned about Tommy, Tanner, Kevin, the way they provide feedback, and how have you worked with them in that area?
Yeah, I think they've been very helpful.
Swing the golf club.
But he talking about that, man. I mean, they asked him has he been through that. I mean, we know he been through that, and he's still trying to, pretty much, trying to pass the blame. I mean, he's not going to take the blame for what's going on. Let's keep it real. He's Tua, and from what I've been hearing for years, is his ego, man. His ego is just out there.
Man, I'm like,
what you laughing at, man? You don't see something crazy?
No, I'm talking about what you just said. He's Tua. Hey, man. At the end of the day, I'm just looking at it like this, bro. Let's go back to this. At the end of the day, it's 1.3 off our back. We still have a lot of salary cap. At the end of the day, Michael Penix, he hasn't been cleared yet. I know, but I believe he's getting closer or something like that. I know he went to go see the doctor and everything, right?
Yeah, we're finna get into that. But Authentic said, man, I'm a veteran. I witnessed IED explosions and the effects. Trust me, that man is not the same. That's crazy.
It wouldn't surprise me though, bro. At the end of the day, it wouldn't surprise me because after the second concussion, like the ones that were back to back in 2022, think about, man, I ain't trying to start no controversy, man, because I know how y'all get.
You got to speak your piece. You got to speak your piece.
It's just okay. Like, remember, he was one of the top quarterbacks as far as like yards, touchdowns and everything. Like his trajectory.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, it was up there. Yeah.
And so like he having those concussions and everything. Okay, 2023, it seemed like he took like a step back. I know things was going with the offensive line, the weapons, health and all that stuff like that. Then in 2024, he has another one. And then you see what happens last year. I know the whole team really was just up and down all the way around. Right. But I'm just saying, like, as far as like the mechanics, are the mechanics the same? Like those are, I would love to just, take a time out to actually just look at the steal shots, look at the mechanics to see if it's still the same, to see if it's still like the same velocity and everything. All I'm saying is like, we've already seen a quarterback like Kirk Cousins have a ruptured Achilles, come back and not really be immediately the same guy. Like it took time for that to happen. Go ahead.
Say this really quick. I'm glad you said that was an excellent point. When you think about running backs, when they get older, they going full speed for like the first 5-6 years of their career. When they start getting 28, 30, because I seen it with my former high school classmate Jamal Lewis. When he ran for 2,000, he was full speed blast running right through people. The last couple of years, especially after he got that last concussion, before that last concussion, because that last concussion, he never played again. Mm-hmm. But you could just tell the difference when he got to 28, 30 in that range. He started tiptoeing at the line of scrimmage and trying to pick which hole he going to run through to see could he lighten the blow on the hit. See, those hits take their toll. So, and like they said with the IED device, that's another thing. It's your ear. And your ear, when that noise hits your ear, and it connects up here because of your nerves. So,
frequencies.
One thing about it, your body is going to break down at some point, and he's got to know when to say when. And to be honest, when he got that concussion in Cincinnati, when he got up and he was stuck and just moving and doing this, and how they freeze up and start shaking. I thought it was the end. I'm gonna be real with you, because if you think about the hip before that, the concussion before that, and then, like I said, he probably had concussion before that one happened on the field. So, I mean, when are you just gonna say when? I need, because if you look at when he was talking, he was kind of taking. It was hard for him to articulate what the man was saying. He had to sit back and think about it. And I know you have to think when you trying to answer a question, but he just seemed like a little puzzle when the man was talking to him. Just what I saw.
No, hey. Again, it's a reality, fam. Like, again, I don't want to really like damper anything before the season is getting here, but these are like real things that, you think about outside of football, outside of trying to go out there and win games and everything. This is really coming down to a man's health and how it does his mechanics and everything go. It may be nothing wrong with it. This could be all just water cooler talk. That's really, at the end of the day, it's just, at the end of the day, it's just an opinion. It doesn't have any legs, I don't think, to it necessarily, unless we have some doctors or anything that's credible that can come out and say, yeah, this is what's going on, so.
But how can you not articulate as to what I'm saying as far as the quarterback position? And like TJ said, I'm just saying, Smitty, that's the position that's holding us back. Quarterback been a problem since Matt left 5 years ago. But that's the thing. I'm looking at from Matt Ryan's point of view. Matt Ryan know what it takes to win. If Penix had been ready, Tua had to start. And that was my whole point. It's not that I don't want Penix here. I'm looking at who's going to be in the quarterback position for us to win. Penix could help us win. But Tua was the most healthy at the time. That's all me and you been saying. And next year, let's be real. Again, front office didn't draft Penix. Tua was a 1 year bridge guy. Jack Strand, we don't know what we got in him, and we will find out soon, hopefully. But come on now. There go another one.
I just look like
you just like Penix, but don't want Falcons draft a quarterback in next year's draft. Mitchell, make that make sense. I dislike Penix, but don't want Falcons to draft a quarterback in the next draft. I gave you a reason as to why I don't think they should draft another rookie quarterback. I just said it. But see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all can't articulate or try to understand where I'm coming from because y'all too busy trying to respond instead of listening and understanding. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all learn to listen and understand. That's all I'm saying. And authentic, I agree. Dysfunction has become normal. But why? And I'm going to just say this, and I don't care. If y'all grew up, when I grew up in the late 80s and early 90s watching Falcon football, half of y'all to be on watch. I'm just saying.
Bro. We're going to have some struggling years over the years. So I get it.
But see, that's the problem, Chris. They ain't seen that. They ain't seen it. When Mike Vick got here, their whole perspective changed. And I guarantee you, a lot of y'all who criticizing what I'm saying, y'all weren't even born when I started watching football. Think about that. If you were born in 1990, you're 36 years old. This year. I was watching football then, and I was 11.
Yeah.
Trust me, them 11 years make a difference. They make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, you can see things, understand things, especially if you like following it like you was. So I understand, man. I get it. I get it. Well, we're not trying to make this. We all going to pile up on Smitty's show though, man. We trying to.
Well, no, they can speak their piece. Hey, Chris, you know me. I gotta come back for everything. Let them speak.
And that's the thing. That's the thing right there. You just said it.
Let them speak. I gotta come back for everything. Hey, boom. I'm just saying, though. Let me see. I gotta let me see. Appreciate you,
Blanco.
Appreciate you, Blanco. Willie, appreciate you, my guy.
Always,
Willie, boy. If I know anything, I know Willie got me for at least a sneaker buck.
Shoot, man, the them Snicker bars gonna be $3 for the small one.
They already there. Too late.
Dang, for real. Dang, I ain't bought a piece of candy out the store in a minute.
Let me see. I'm trying to get the right one up at the right time. Okay, so we talking about Tua.
Okay, Tua.
Let me take this off right quick. Come on, man. Okay, we talking about Tua right now. Kevin Stefanski called Tua's day yesterday, which was the first day when he had those bad passing angles and running around like a chicken with his head cut off, and said that the biggest emphasis today is getting protection called better. So now you're going to blame it on the offensive line. Come on, man. Come on. When you're a veteran, you've been around as long as he has. He's been around. This year, number 7 for him. He's supposed to be able to read, the way the line shifts. What kind of what do they call it about the line? What the center called the formations in the blocking schemes for the offensive line. He's supposed to know that when he's calling the play at the line, which way the line is going to block. And again, if you saw that first preseason game, Ryan Nuzil missed the whole block, which caused that fumble. And the rest is history. But
wait a minute now, Smitty. It wasn't on that. That snap wasn't a bad snap. He just fumbled the snap. I think he took his eyes off the ball, honestly, and just was already trying to look.
Could be.
But not that one. But I do know which one you're talking about because I was asking Mike about it, Mike Johnson, when he was on, and I asked him, it's like they caused a little confusion, and honestly, it really did because you got Chris Lindstrom. He like, okay, do I take and help Newsel or do I help the right tackle? And that's putting him in a terrible spot because he already has his own guy too.
Yeah. You got a question right there from John.
It said, A1, what if the concussion is having an effect on Tua's motor skills, and that's why he can't? I think he meant throw the football. Well, again, that's what I'm saying. I wasn't trying to turn it into that, but I mean, on the back of my mind, I'm just thinking about multiple concussions, and I'm just saying, like, you have so many guys that have had concussions. Think about guys we've lost to, having things going on up here. I think about a player that I ain't, growing up, I more so the backside of his, the back of his career. Can't even talk, but the back of his career. But I'm talking about a guy like Junior Seau, somebody who took his own life because of things going on up here and the pain and all that stuff like that. So I mean, it's a real thing, man. Concussions are a real thing. All right. And at the end of the day, in the back of my mind, do I wonder if he's affected by it? Yeah, I do. In the back of my mind, I do, because I've seen him take 3 concussions, and him being, you know what I'm saying, stuck and being a scary moment. Kids turn away and all that stuff like that, man. That's a scary time, bro. Like, you don't know if you're watching the last moments of a player live on television or not.
I mean, Drill, this is exactly where I was going. If you're breaking down what I was saying, there's a reason why they asked about the coach's feedback, to see could he process it. If he can process it, that means he can process whatever going on the field.
Right.
It's a memory thing. That's why they asked.
So okay, what did he just say? And what did he just say though, bro? Like, he just said, okay, you know, it's similar to what I did in Miami.
Yeah, he got to shake off the old stuff. Yeah, he got to learn it. Yeah, he just got to catch up with the new verbiage, but it's pretty much the same thing, and it's just called in a different way, basically. Yeah, so that, to me, that's a memory thing. Yeah,
I got to put the old stuff up my mind and bring in the new. But that's also what I'm saying about when I went back, when you asked me the question about am I worried? I'm not necessarily worried, because I know all this different verbiage and terminology, all this stuff like that. It has to get in, it has to click. But I ain't gonna lie to you, as we're waiting for things to, you know, to get timing and the chemistry to get down and for things to click in the offense, the clock is saying tick, 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 tick. We're getting closer to the regular season, and we only have one more preseason game after this Saturday. What are we going to look like this Saturday? Hopefully way more improved than from what we saw against Denver, because now you can be like, okay, we're progressing. But if we see something similar or worse, you know, and I know it's not going to be Tua in there, but still, just with the offense, if we're not seeing the offense, you know, clicking, then, you know, what can we think? This is and speaking of, let's talk about real quick Saturday. Like, okay, when you're evaluating that game, what are you really expecting to really happen? I mean, okay, you got Jack Strand out there, yeah. You got Cooper Rush is probably that's going to get out as well, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to see what the tempo of the offense is gonna look like. If you have a fast-paced tempo and everybody's on the same page, no matter if it's a completion or a short run, if everybody's on the same page, that's all I'm worried about. I don't want to see no turnovers. I don't want to see no fumbles. I just want to see cohesion. If you can see a cohesion in the offense and the defense, that's enough for me. Because at the end of the day, guess what? It's just a preseason game. It's just a practice at the end of the day. So
I do want to see if we're going to take any shots downfield.
Oh, I definitely want to see that. And on defense, I just want to see if break or dial up just a little bit of what we're going to do, just to see if these other players can run those type schemes and things like that. See, can they shoot through the A and B gaps? See, can they control their run lanes? I want to see things like that. And this is how you find out what your depth look like. This is how you find those diamonds in the road. If you can do that, I'm fine with that. But I just want to see consistency. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see, because let's be real.
See, man, it's more so like players that I'm kind of like looking at. I'm trying to see what any of those defensive linemen are looking like, especially like, well, really like the edge room. I'm really like looking to see how many guys from the edge room is going to play and getting out there, you know, and trying to get those reps in. Man, Braylon Trice, will we see him? Like how far along is he's going? I know LaKale London just came back from the practice, I think, today too. So it's going to be interesting, you know, getting some of those guys.
If Braylon can make it through the preseason uninjured, or, you know, good enough to play in week 1, I think that's a win. If he can get 15 to 20 snaps week 1, that's a win. Because we know he's coming back from 2 straight season in the injury, so I still think he's 80% at most. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Because 2 years from, I don't care what position you play.
Right.
To me, it's 2 years per ACL. Keep it real. But Boom said he agreed with me. Everything I said about the quarterback situation, drafting a quarterback, but just in case we draft the top 10 in 2027, Dante Moore will be special in Atlanta. If Penix is gone, let's do it.
I mean, they have a decision to make, and that's what I'm saying, bro. I said this way back when we first even got to it. I still believe Michael Penix is going to get an opportunity because you have to see what you have.
But remember when I said I can see both of those guys playing, and whichever one gets the most momentum going in the right direction, that's who's gonna carry us through the season. But I also can see Jack Strand playing on the back end, depending on the record. Like the last 4 games. That's all I'm saying. Selective hearing.
Yeah, that's fine, Smitty. All I'm saying is, like, going back to, in the beginning, though, I know that he's going to get an opportunity. Michael Penix, regardless, is going to get the opportunity. I think he has a longer leash than Tua, because Tua is only 1.3. Michael Penix is still a top 10 draft pick who is still on a rookie contract. That is why the leash will be a little bit longer. You need to see what he has. I think it's going to be to the point to where if Penix gets healthy and he gets the job, right, it's going to be his job to lose from then on out, because you have to see what you have. If he's not the future, just like we're talking about next year with the Joe Burrows of the world, the Jalen Hurts of the world, who have been looking bad lately, by the way, but all those guys, or possibly drafting a quarterback in 2027, you need to see right now if that option needs to be on the table, or if you need to pump because Penix or Tua or whoever is the quarterback is making strides. But regardless, present day, August 21st, all I got to say is the quarterback situation, I'm just being real, it is in the biggest question mark of the entire franchise. Still.
Yeah. Make a break.
And that's just simply because Tua, we don't know, it's a question mark. Again, he has a redemption story going on. You have Michael Penix with a comeback story going on. Still waiting to be cleared, but I still believe that even though, and I said it before and I say it again, bro, it's never good when you have a guy who is not even cleared for 11 on 11s, who is still in the competition with a guy who's been fully cleared.
Yeah,
I've been saying
like we talked about with Mike the other day. Is it going to be another RG3 situation? Because remember, RG3 after that injury to that leg, he was never the same. And just because the doctor said he won't have no more problems out that knee, that's if he don't get hit on it. If he get hits on it, go the other way, that's that. But I mean, hey, that's neither here nor there. But right quick
sound effect.
But before I go into this video to try to finish it off, here's what y'all think about Trey for Shedeur Sanders.
I don't want to do it.
I think that would be a PR nightmare. I would love it. But as far as a PR nightmare, Matt Ryan don't want that. He don't. And you're wrong. We don't know what's going to happen at that trade deadline. I'm telling y'all, if a team who has a decent quarterback will take a day 2, day 3 pick, that could be our future quarterback. I keep telling y'all get mad, but I don't care. Our future quarterback is not on the roster.
And the thing about it is that is a realistic thing. That is a realistic possibility that the quarterback of the for the Atlanta Falcons moving forward could not be on the roster. But just the same way how we just said that, there's a possibility that it could be.
He could be. Oh yeah.
It's just the caveat to that though, Smitty.
Yeah.
That's let's be honest, that's kind of like a further chance away from what we're talking about being on the flip side of it. So like,
but you want me put it a little bit better than that. Let's just get to the trade deadline, then we'll get back to this conversation about the quarterback, because we'll exactly know which way we going at the quarterback position. If we up to winning, we likely got our quarterback for next year on the roster. If we losing and we out of playoff contention at the trade deadline, we already know what's finna go on. So let's just get to the trade deadline, then we can revisit this conversation. But
okay. I was about to say, is there a world to where the quarterback maybe not be the only problem? Maybe it's the offensive line. Maybe it's the skill players, possibly the defense. Not repeating what they did last year. There are other factors that can go into it. So it's like, because if the quarterback ain't getting no time, you already know. I mean, that's not going anywhere. I don't care who you are.
Right. But let's see if he has something else interesting to say right quick.
With them in that area.
Yeah, I think they've been very helpful. There's no holding back. They'll tell you what it is, and you move forward from that. I think as a player, as a professional football player, that's all you can ask for, right? Is constructive criticism and being able to take that and apply that moving forward. Is what they want to see, and is what you kind of want to see in yourself. You take that coaching point, you learn from it, you move forward with that. But it's not just with the coaches. I would say it's also with the players, getting them to communicate to me, and not kind of going to their coach like, hey, let's talk to each other. That's how we're gonna, go out there and be able to feel comfortable to see whatever route it is. If you're breaking this way or this way, like I got to know that, not the coaches as much as we got to be on the same page.
So, Tua, how do those conversations, take place off the field?
Well, I would say after a play, I just go up to the guys and talk to them like, hey, talk to me. Like, what did you think on that? What are you feeling? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Things like that. And then their level of comfort with the play. Like if they don't feel comfortable running that route, I don't want to waste my time trying to time that up with them. If they don't feel comfortable with that, then I'll tell Tommy or, hey, like, let's try to run more of these routes with this guy or whatnot. And that's, I would say that's sort of the communication that the guys give. And then, it's vice versa too.
Let me say this right quick while he's talking about that. And then Furball, I get you a super chat. Remember when they went to training camp and everybody got there early, day one, and everybody out there talking, and you even seen players out there on the field just throwing the football, getting themselves together in OTAs and things like that.
Yeah.
OTA started right after the draft. He was nowhere to be found. He was on family vacation. If you're on a new team, you need to get as much time as you can with your new teammates. And there's no knock. I know you got to spend time with your family. You love your family. I get that part. Mm-hmm. But when you on a new team and you've got to learn the offense, and he just said it. I got to learn verbiage. I got to learn this. I got to learn that. You could have done that when OTAs and rookie minicamp started, because Bijan was at rookie minicamp working out, doing what he needed to do. Tua wasn't there. Even Mike Penix was there. Tua wasn't there. Because remember we talked about it. Remember I said, where is he at? Chris said, man, that man, and he on vacation in Hawaii somewhere.
Hey, man.
Come on, man. Come on. Every woo.
I mean, we think about it too, It could be something that was already pre-planned, something that was already going on. I mean, let's think about it. The Dolphins wasn't going nowhere for a long while, so that could have been probably booked back in October. Just we ain't going nowhere, but we're gonna go somewhere. So I mean, but at the end of the day, I do think it's important to get around your teammates and be around them as much as you possibly can.
Agreed. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
That chemistry, because again, that's so underrated. In school. I always say it.
Bingo. There you go.
Furball. Thank you for the super.
What's up, my guy? Furball, I hope you're doing better, my guy. He said, I just moved to a different state, met some new friends, met good people, but I'm still going to watch Falcon football while I'm here. I do get homesick, and I understand that, man. I understand homesick, man. I do. I mean, look, and trust me, I even get homesick when I used to be in the hospital, man. Trust me, I couldn't stand it. I got TV, I got food, but ain't nothing like your own bed at home. So I get it. But again, man, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing better with, that situation you talked about. And pray, you keep praying out to God, man, that everything works out. Because trust me, it will. But thank you for the super chat. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, man. Oh, man, I'm just looking at this. It says Smitty just being real. Man, I'm 50 and I've been watching these Falcons for a long time. We have different views on this thing. Love you, brother, and keep schooling.
Hey, man, that's what I'm telling you, Mike. I mean, when you get up to our age, and you between my age, like 47 up to 50 and 60, and Ron K will tell y'all. Ron K, a real OG. Talk to him at the meet and greet out the training camp. He'll tell y'all the same thing. If y'all live during those 80s and 90s, y'all mad now, y'all be really pissed then. And we had even worse owners then. So trust me. That's why I try to school y'all on these things, because I've seen much worse. Ms. Dress, if I'm not mistaken, he's been fumbling in practice as well. Coach Ski has got to be seeing, which is probably why he hasn't been named quarterback. One of the crazy thing about it, Steve Smith talked about it the other day, and I did a video on that. He should have took the Bulls by the horns. He should have won his job outright easily. Easily. But I know who mad right now?
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins, because they had a chance to just draft Justin Herbert instead of him, and they chose him. That's who should be mad.
Well, all I'm saying is there was a guy that used to be a coach down there that didn't want him to draft Tua, but they drafted Tua, so it is what it is. But that's just another example of front offices getting in the way sometimes, So something that we're still hoping that that's the case that happened in Cleveland, and now when Coach Stefanski be able to get his fingerprints all over this team, and we really get in sync, so we'll be a well-oiled machine. That's what we're hoping.
That's true. Tony Wright said, I believe the 4th or 5th of our offensive line, I'm fine, but right tackle is a major concern, and we've been talking about that. We talked about that with Mike Johnson the other day. Y'all go check that out. I'm definitely not sold on Jawan Taylor. He's a liability, not an asset, and that's true. And then he finished it off by saying the question, do either of you think Michael Jarrell could possibly win a starting job at right tackle? Oh man, that's a good question,
bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He's been playing most of practice at right tackle when we were there at training camp.
Yeah, man,
all the way up to a week ago. Go ahead.
It's really tough, bro. I really think if Michael Jarrell wins the job, then that just means a few things that you did really was like it just voids it out. Like, okay, where's Wanye Morris? I don't even think he's been able to even get on the field. You made a trade for him, even though it was a small trade, but still you traded for him. And then you got Jawan Taylor. Yes, you know what I'm saying? He should be an upgrade Super Bowl caliber player, or at least being on a Super Bowl team, So it's like, okay, you got that pedigree coming in. But I said it when we got him. I was like, wait a minute. This is the right tackle that was in the top 5 in false starts, with Elijah Wilkinson. And also the same team, the Kansas City Chiefs, their fan base was happy that Jarrell is gone. So are we just picking up their sloppy seconds, trying to hope that we can put some glue together and put it at right tackle and say, please, please, please? At the end of the day, I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. I'm not saying that the man trash. I'm not saying anything. All I'm doing is putting out there what everybody already knows or anything that you can already find. I'm not making up anything that can't be found. So it's like,
okay, now Michael Penix was asked today about what's going on. He said if I had a rush coming at me, he's talked about that already. I just can't get away. It's just if I don't get away, that's what they're thinking about right now. If I don't get away, I think my doctor is ready for me to take those hits right now. But that time is coming soon. How soon, we don't know. And you can rush him or you can do what you need to do. But if you rush him and he's not ready mentally, guess what? You're going to be in a worse position than you in right now. Keep it real.
Yeah, you can't afford that, bro.
Yeah. But go ahead, right quick.
I said Michael Penix will talk to his doctor today. He said that after Thursday's practice, that doesn't mean he will be cleared for full practice work, but it is a checkpoint at least.
And see, that's what I'm saying. All y'all mad to me, man. He need to come back. He need to come on. Y'all need to put him in. It's up to Michael Penix at the end of the day. If the doctor said his knee is fine, if he talked to the doctor today and said that he can resume practice, is he still gonna be ready mentally? That's what I keep trying to tell you. I've been telling y'all that since the beginning. It's uphill. How can you lead a team and you're not ready mentally? How?
That's a real thing, bro. But they talk.
Read the defense. How can you read the defense? How can you do your check downs? How can you see who open on the field if you're distracted? Because if you in your own head, you distracted.
Yeah, and that goes the same thing. How we talk about for Michael Penix, it goes the same for any quarterback. If Tua's in his head about some things, if he's possibly like Cam Newton was out there saying about seeing ghosts, when we talked about that interview, all those things are out there, in your head. So it's like, okay, who is going to be able to grab a hold of their mental and be able to execute the best? Is it going to be Tua or is it going to be Michael Penix? And unfortunately, the Falcons season,
it hangs on that.
Hangs in the balance.
Let's listen a little bit more, man. I know we got to go, but let's listen just a little bit more.
Do you believe you have enough time between now and week 1, I guess, to reach the level you want to operate at in the offense?
Well, I don't think you have a choice. At the end of the day, you know, when it's game time, it's game time. You better be ready.
Where do you think you need to maybe improve, between now and then the most?
I think I need to improve every day. I'm not looking at a set goal of when I need to be improved by. I'm just looking to improve every day within this offense, grow within the scheme, grow within feeling comfortable in it enough to where, man, I can see everything. I can see where guys are going to be, what he's calling if the headset goes out, things like that.
But you are happy with the part of the process you're at right now, all good in your eyes, you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I would say there's no other way to look at it. You got to be where you are right now, and we'll learn from what happened in practice today. We'll take the good as well as the bad. We'll move forward, and we'll continue to grow that way.
One of the good, I think it's fair to say Drake London legitimately mossed a quarterback today. How much faith does that give you as a quarterback to have a receiver who can do things like that out there on the field?
Apothecary socks are.
All right, that was enough of that. But I mean, the only thing that I don't agree with what he said, about it really don't matter about the time being when I'm ready. You don't have a specific time you got to be ready. Yes, you do. You need to have this playbook down packed in the next week and a half, really, because those 2 weeks leading up to the game is going to be full on pads on practice all the way up to that first week, and then you got to travel.
Yeah.
So you need to have it together.
Against a tough opponent in the Steelers now. Now I know they got their own troubles and stuff like that, but one thing they have is at least home field advantage. You have to be able to go in there. You got to know the system because it's going to be loud in Pittsburgh. They're going to be rowdy. They're going to be swinging their terrible towels and stuff like that, and you're going to have to be able to communicate with the offense, same way how defense is going to have to be able to communicate. Your team is going to have to be able to execute on all cylinders. And the thing about it is we're playing the opponent that we normally have a tough time against anyway. We don't have a winning record against the Steelers.
We never beat them in Pittsburgh either.
Yeah, historically or recently. So it's like this is a tough opponent. This is a serious game. This is a tone setter, really. And we got to go out there and figure out a way to really get this done, man. So it's like I understand, when it's like, do you think you're going to be ready for week 1? And he's like, I don't have a choice. No, now that is true.
You got a choice.
You do.
It's true too, but you shouldn't have that mindset.
That's where I was getting to.
You should have just said, "I'll be ready." That's all you should have said. That's all you should have said. Even though we quarterbacks players lie all the time. When they lie, they say they're not hurt. When we know they hurt, and they get back out there on the field. Look.
Oh, don't we know?
Midrill said getting on that field when you're not mentally ready makes a violent game that much more dangerous. Absolutely 200%. On top of that, you still have to worry about piss poor right tackle play, like somebody said in the chat earlier, that is not solidified.
That's what I'm saying. You got to put those things in perspective because, like somebody said in the chat, I missed it, but I did catch wind of it. If you go out there already playing hey, man, I don't want to get hit, you're going to get hit. And most likely it's going to hurt really, really bad. Yep.
Miss Kerr said, what's that? DA? No, DA said, no, it was Miss Kerr. She had said she had broke some news about Angel Reese. There it is.
Wait, what the word going on? Oh, okay. Hey, Angel Reese, the first player in the WNBA history to have 15, 5, and 5 on 100% from the field. First half.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Did they win that game? By the way?
They just need to hit the stride at the right time because they beat the ace. They beat the brakes off.
Oh yeah. Ooh boy, they beat the brakes off the 124 to 88. The spark. We had the sparks.
Yeah, man. I mean, I know I'm gonna have to visit this again at some point because y'all ain't gonna let it go. Trust me, I know y'all ain't. Because I know y'all. Let's see where we at. 124 to 88. Jesus Christ. But if y'all got any more questions before we get out of here, man, please drop them. We're going to stay on about 5 more minutes, and we're going to roll on out of here.
Okay, I got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Who is going to have the better game on Saturday? Cooper, the veteran rush, or D2 Jack Strand? Now, talking about simply just quarterback play, talking about movement, reads, effectiveness, ball placement, all that stuff like that.
It should be Cooper. It should be Cooper Rush because he's a veteran. But we just talked about that earlier. With Tua, I mean, something that you shouldn't be able to, read cover, step back into the pocket, and you won't know which way you're gonna flow. But Cooper Rush looked so bad last week. I'm gonna say Jack Strand just because of that. And it's not that I'm, just wishing on the star, but he looked even more prepared than the veteran last week. And I know, he worked with the first team, the first week and a half of training camp. But I just feel like he knows that, his job is on the line. He knows it.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you gotta get some sleep. He said definitely Jack Strand, Chris. Rush bad against the Broncos, and that's what I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying.
That game was
just that bad.
That game was a stinker.
Just that bad.
As they Strand about the ball out. Ball out.
Willie said Rush.
Yeah.
Ray said Jack Strand. Miss Carey said she got to go with Jack Strand because Cooper Rush looked bad against the Broncos, and I agree. Strand got the ball out. Dan said Bijan, Kyle, Drake, and most of the offensive line, minus the right tackle, mentally ready, and they all have been behind Mike Penix, just like they were at his wedding. And I get that part. But again, Mike Penix is not ready. That's the whole point. He's got to be ready up here. Physically, he's ready. It's mentally.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But
for sure.
You talked about I talked about Tua and why he should have been in OTAs, mini camps, and all that. This is where you bond not only on the field, but this is where you bond in the film room as well. And that's where it's gonna make the most sense. So I just pray that he gets it together. That's for you, man.
That super sticker. Appreciate that super. Always.
Thank you, Ms. Dre, as always.
She said Strand as well.
I'm with Strand. I got to go Strand because he looked better than a veteran last week. And I'm telling you, man, all he got to do, and I think him working with the first team that first week of training camp, I think they helped him a lot. It boosted up his confidence just a little bit because he knows what it's like to work with, the first unit of the first string team. So that's a confidence booster.
This man DA going off. But Ray Buds 3000 says Penix isn't mentally ready.
What the hell DA said? No, they are behind Penix. He's behind the medical team. Come on, Boom.
They better call
Sherman Clump and get his ass some youth formula. Come on, DA. You better than that, man.
I'm talking about DA going off. That's DA at the dark right there. That's the heck no.
Whole full life said if it's mental, I can't accept it. I agree with that. I agree. Because like I said, if your mental ain't right, how you gonna lead the team? How you gonna lead the locker room? Because the starting quarterback leads the locker room. I know Bijan is the starter team. I know Drake is superstar in the team. I know Kyle's a superstar. But at the end of the day, when wins and losses count, that's at the quarterback position. So I agree.
You're gonna have to figure it out, brother. I'm telling you. Yeah, you're saying
physical, but not ready mentally. Nah, I can't. You in the big leagues, man up.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're in a position that a lot of us wish that we could have, had a shot at being at. Wish that we stayed on track so we can get up. Wish we never got hurt. You know what I'm saying? All this different stuff. So you playing a game that we all really wish that we could be a part of somehow, some way. And that's what it comes with it, man. Sometimes that pressure can feel like a mountain. And that's where I go back to again, asking and wondering which quarterback is going to be able to really grab this team by the horns and lead them. And I'm hoping that one of them is able to, more so Penix, because of course he's the guy that you drafted. And I think he'll have, the better, I think it's like the better upside is with him. But still, it's like if you get neither one of them, then just think about this 2027. Instead of building around the team, something that we've been trying to do since the Arthur Smith era, we're going to be investing into the quarterback one way or another, whether if it's, again, like I said, them getting their own guy in 2027 in the draft, or if we're bringing in one of them veteran quarterbacks.
Broski, I'll give you the great answer to this question. Please go to the short that I did today, or was it yesterday, or when Mike Johnson? It was yesterday. Please go check out the short I did. Mike Johnson talked about this, about Kendall Daniels in the middle linebacker position. He breaks it down perfect. So please go check that out, and that'll give you an excellent answer to that question.
Yeah, man. Like Kendall
Really
Daniels.
appreciate the donation, my brother. He said offense will be 35 run plays, 15 pass plays. Yeah. I mean, it's vanilla. Run the ball down, run out the clock, get the hell out of there without interest. That's the key goal.
Yeah, that may be it for real. That may be it. Dang, man. But again, I'm interested to see if they try to push the ball downfield at all. I know Chris Blair got first team reps today. He took Jahad Dotson's reps.
I pray he made the team.
Yeah, man. He's able to show. He's ready to show. Heck no.
We just out on this. We not out on Penix. We just said he's got to get healthy 100% mentally.
No. Again, that we're going out there and throwing out other options.
Never have been out on Penix. Like I said from the jump, I feel like both guys are going to get playing time until one can, like Chris said, grab the bull by the hand and lead this team. Whichever one gets this team in a nice rhythm, that's who's going to keep the starting job. And we're going to figure out after this year, what to do from that point on.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's about 12:30. About to get ready to get on about it here.
Man. Time to go to bed. But we thank y'all for coming through for this late show. Yeah, we finna sign off. We know you got to go, Coach.
Yeah, true that.
Idris, I'm of a vet mindset. And y'all know she was in the service. I don't know if I would want to put the team in the hands of a rookie, even though it could work out.
Yeah, I know. That could. Still not guaranteed. And again, so that's why I'm like, come on, send Penix, let's do it. I will say this, and we can go on up out here. When I say this, just going to tell everybody where to find you. In Michael Penix's case, I would have made that exception because he was a number 8 pick. Right. And I would have just dealt with it, let him take his lumps, and we would probably be past where we at right now. So that was the front office mistake, going to get Kirk Cousins, let the young man take his lumps, and you just roll from there. Man, that whole situation with the last regime, it was just done a different way, and it should have been, man. Anyway, A1 Forever Sports, that's a platform on YouTube. I ain't even finna go back into the past regime because the regime is the past, and we're on to the present and the future, whichever that is. What you talking about? For real, man. Anyway, Hawks Digest and Falcons Digest, you can catch me on there as well. Thank y'all for subscribing to that channel as well. So really appreciate everybody who subscribed to A1 Forever, Falcons Digest, and Hawks Digest, because sometimes people get tired of seeing you. They be like, bro, I ain't for describe all that shit, bro. So I appreciate y'all. Swear to God, what should I say? Promise to God. I swear. But yeah, man. Also, Twitter, A1 Forever, Instagram, A1 Forever, and the real A1 Forever on TikTok. Make sure y'all find y'all piece today. It's a brand new day. And it's after 12:30 on that brand new day. So make sure that you, before you go to bed, find your peace so you can wake up to some peace, because positive energy always creates elevation. and that's how you keep it. You know, that's how you keep that. Go to bed peaceful, get up. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all know where to find me right here on Smitty Sports Machine. As I get y'all the latest Atlanta Falcons news. And always, you know, find me on Twitter at FatBoySlam_21. If y'all saw that Kyler Murray video I put up today, that was a clown move. I had everybody laughing, but hey, it is what it is, just a joke. But yeah, man, another great show in the books. And I hope to see y'all Saturday, man, at the Days Sports Bar and Grill, Virginia Avenue. Please come out and, you know, chill with us for a second. I'm gonna slide through for a quick minute because that's date night, but still got the rest of the day to go. So I probably watch the first half and then, you know, jet out. But trust me, y'all come out, have fun, take pictures, do what y'all need to do, and eat chicken wings. But yeah, Saturday we're gonna have a blast just like we did out of training camp a couple of weeks ago. So trust me, come on out, man. Talk to me and Chris, ask questions. And I'm gonna tell you the same thing I said before. Not against Penix. I just want a quarterback to lead his team to a win at the end of the day. But that's it for the night, man. We're gonna roll on out here because I'm sleeping a motherfucker. But I'm gonna holler later, man. Peace.
Peace.